Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. All right, we got some good ones here. Many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. Different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas out there. If you're brand big, a new player to the game, a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'll show you find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome, great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. If you do wonder why I have more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 20 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. And of course, you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, because it is Tuesday, we have our fresh set of dailies here like we normally do. We also have a fresh set of weeklies here as well, so that's pretty awesome. We're going to use a score booster drink here, so let's go ahead and do that. Of course, our score booster drink will give us an extra 25% of what we have already for 24 hours. Of course, we can only use one score booster drink at a time. Let's go ahead and do that. Boost up to 50%. Now, anytime you use a score booster drink, if you don't notice your score increasing, there's nothing wrong with your game. All you do is you back out and you go right back into it again. You'll see it pop up, and the same thing would have happened for the weeklies. Now we are on the second week of the Appalachian Outlaw Special Events, seasonal event, I should say. And we have a fresh set of challenges here. Of course, they do give us tickets. I do have a video that we did last week, but the main thing to remember is if we go under seasons here, it has its own little selection of a special event here. And again, they are the same rewards that we had last week as well. So at the end of that video I made last week, I went through each one of these rewards, do a little review on them. So just an FYI, but I will make a video for this week. So if you're wondering, it will be out at some time later today. All right, let's take a look at these daily challenges here. Not a whole lot we can do here in Arcane. Let's talk about this one here. First, gain XP 2500. So a couple different ways you can do this. You can go ahead and build things in your camp. You can craft things at your workbenches. You can also go around and kill some enemies. Now, of course, the higher the level the enemy is, the more XP you get for them. I'd find Thrashers down in the Skyline Valley region pretty good for XP. So just an FYI. Now, there's something you can use to help yourself to gain XP a little bit faster. Of course, they will be lunch boxes. So if we go under our Pip-Boy here, and then under item and then aid, we have lunch box, and I believe we can stack 4 lunch boxes together. We're just going to use 2 of them here. Now, if you don't have lunch boxes on you, if you go to a public server with other people, you join a public event, usually someone will use a lunch box. You don't have to be on a team with them, but you'll gain the same effects for those lunch boxes if you're in the area around them. You can also buy lunch boxes if you so wish from the Atomic Shop. Now, of course, I don't know anyone who does this, but just to show you that they are available here once it loads in, of course. It'll be under the utilities section way down here. Sometimes they do go on sale, so FYI there. Now, it's always good to kind of check the Atomic Shop every single day because down in the free special offer section, there is a free item there every single day. And I recommend capturing it, and sometimes there are lunch boxes there. So FYI, today just happened to be a free supply package level 2. Another thing you can do to gain some XP faster is by joining a team. Now, you can go social and you can create your own team if you so wish, or you can join another team. I recommend either events or casual. If you do daily ops, exploration, raids, or expeditions, there's a little expectation there to do those, but if you do events or casual, there's a good way to get some XP that way. All right, so we do have it tracked here, so we'll kind of go along and see how that goes. Let's see what's next here. Drink tea 1. All right, so we do have a camp resource available to us here in game. It is the company tea machine. We got this bad boy at the season 15 scoreboard, the very last scoreboard we got here in the game. It was available for everyone, so if you're a returning player, you may have this available to you in your resource tab. Again, it will passively collect 5 company tea while you play the game. Now, there's 2 other variations of this as well, but this is the OG one. They all do the same thing. Now, if you don't have a company tea machine, you can craft company tea if you so wish, or some sort of tea, sorry. We're going to go to our cooking stove here just to kind of show you. If we go down to all drinks, the tea that I'm thinking about is the simple bloodleaf tea. We can find blood leaves all around the wasteland, especially down through flatwoods, and all you need is one bloodleaf, one boiled water, and one wood. And again, it's a simple recipe you will automatically learn by simply picking up a bloodleaf. Everyone should be able to do this. Now, as I mentioned, bloodleaves are very popular in most areas around the wasteland, usually in around water sources. You'll find a lot of them between the Wayward and Flatwoods, all right? So it's a really good spot here. So let's pop over here to the Wayward, and we'll grab a bloodleaf. Anytime you are looking to harvest flora, there is a perk card that'll help you out. It'll be under perception. It's called Green Thumb. You twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of one, you pick up two. Doesn't matter what mutation you are. This is a card you don't throw out. You definitely hang on to. It just saves you a whole whack of time. All right, let's head out back here, the Wayward. And again, there'll be some blood leaves right back here. We were just here just the other day, and we get past this fence here. Let's take a look here. Oh, there's one right there. Perfect. And all you do, if you're a brand new player, you just harvest that blood leaf. Bam. You learn simple blood leaf tea just like that automatically, okay? Let's go up here to a cooking station. We'll just use the overseer's area. Nice little cooking stove right here, so any cooking stove will do. Let's go all drinks. Simple blood leaf tea right down here. Might as well craft both of them. Then we gain some XP just a little bit. Now let's go ahead and drink our simple bloodleaf tea here. There we go. Drink a tea 1 for 1. And again, if you have a company tea machine or one of those camp resources, you don't even have to leave your camp to do it. It's nice and easy. All right, let's see what's next here. All right. Sell a weapon to an NPC vendor 5. So a couple of ways you can do this. You can go around the wasteland. There are several areas where you can find weapons just kind of laying around. Some such spot is actually down through Flatwoods. There's a couple areas down there. The church here in Helvetia, on your way to the steeple, up those stairs. There's usually a shotgun up there. There's usually a some sort of pistol weapon in the building at the Tinker's Workbench at the Somerville's docks. Right down here, Somerville's Dam on the upper section. On either side of that suspension bridge, there's a shotgun up there. Of course, you can go after some scorched super mutants or mole miners, you know, human enemies as well, and you can get yourself a couple weapons like that way as well. Another thing you can do is you can craft your own weapons if you so wish. But there is a weapons workbench here, so let's go ahead and go craft here. This is a nice, easy way. If we go down here to throwing weapons, these throwing knives, each one costs you 4 steel, and this is a default plan you learn right out of the vault at level 1. Go ahead, you can craft 5 of these bad boys here. Okay, and gain some XP at the same time. And again, what we got to do with these weapons here, Jim, is sell it to an NPC vendor 5. So again, an NPC vendor is any robot vendor on any train station on the map. Any robot vendor down at the White Springs Mall here, north entrance is preferred. We have a vendor bought resin up here at the Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Sunny Top Twins here in Foundation. Even down here in Flatwoods, we have the robot vendor in the White Church. We have good old Duchess here at the Wayward. We have traveling merchants, even Graham, just kind of wandering around the wasteland. They're also considered NPC vendors. All right, so let's go to a train station here. We're actually going to go to Charleston Station. Sell these throwing knives. And again, really depends on how much time you have. You can go after some enemies and pick up their weapons that way if you so wish, or go ahead and grab the free ones like I mentioned. Sell it to this guy right here.
Ammunition and other supplies.
Done, just like that. Sell them up into an NPC vendor, 5 for 5. Done, just like that. Now, if you have legendary weapons that you want to get rid of, you can even scrap them here. These legendary exchange, these are also considered NPC vendors as well. So FYI there. All right, let's see what's next here. Corporal Blood Eagle's arm too. Okay, so we can find Blood Eagles in many great spots in and around the wasteland. In terms of real squishy guys, we're looking for this type of icon here across the map, but real squishy guys here up in the forest region. We have the Crosshair, Twin Pine Cabins, Hunter's Ridge, little old Blood Eagle Alley, I like to call it, starts down here at the Sludge Works, Roland's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, the Kill Box, Pigsty, Cliff Watch, South Cutthroat Camp, Seneca Gang Camp, Bloody Franks, Dagger's Den. We were just there just the other day. We haven't been there in a little while. Ripper Alley, Crimson Prospect, just to name a couple of spots for Blood Eagles. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want, whatever you want to do. Let's pop over here to Twin Pine Cabins here, and we'll visit these guys. There's only about 5 of them here, so we'll take care of them here. And we're just not killing these guys. What are we going to do to them, Jim? We have to cripple their arms too. So you can go ahead and free aim for the arms if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. If you do use VATS like myself, there's a perk card that will help you out there. It'll be under perception. It's called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, this particular daily, how we only need 2 is no problem. Sometimes we have weeklies where we have to get 30 cripples. So going VATS and then, using concentrated fire, like you do it left arm, left leg, right leg. So you can possibly get 2 to 3 cripples per enemy if you have the right weapon, okay? The bow and arrow, crossbow works good. Any ballistic weapon works fairly decent. The drill with a tanky or power armor build. Shotgun with the Enforcer perk card. Plasma caster, plasma rifle. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Now, you guys have watched me play long enough that not all weapons are created equal when you're trying to cripple. Alright, so we're going to try to do it with this weapon here. We'll see how we go. So we got our fire damage done. So we also got the Cripple Blood Eagle's arm 2 for 2. Nice. Forgot all about that. Should have done that one at the same time. All right. Nice and easy. Perfect. And again, not all weapons are created equal. Some weapons, I find the Circuit Breaker doesn't work all that well for crippling for whatever reason. Explosive weapons, they do decently good, but as compared to a non-explosive weapon, I think it's just the splash effect that kind of ruins the crippling for the daily challenge. So just an FYI there. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. We might as well take a look at this one here. Deal fire damage to enemies 100. So we've done this a couple of times. Some weapons here across the game does deal fire damage naturally, right? So the weapon I'm using right here, and we'll go after it at the end of the game, but it's this Gatlin laser right here. And as you can see, it does fire damage, like 25 fire damage, 107 for 3 seconds. So really, just those 2 little Blood Eagles there, we're able to get our 100, all right? So we can find a couple of flamers in around the game. There's one free one right here, Quarry X3. So let's pop over here so you can get your free flamer. Now, I usually kind of go through a couple little things here just in case you don't have a weapon that deals fire damage. And this is something that I don't think a lot of people know about, because I know the last time we did this, someone had made a mention in the comments that they had no idea after playing the game for a very, very long time that this flamer was available for free. And made me feel good, helping people out, because you guys helped me out as well. So, someone who's a higher level, who's been playing around for a while, that compliment kind of speaks volumes to me. So we're actually going to kind of sneak through here. We're going to kind of make our way up here if you can. There's a couple of enemies around, but if you can kind of go across them. So there's our free flamer right there. Now this is a spot. This will be all the time, all right? There's also some flamer fuel here as well, all right? So again, this is a great spot. Now, if you come here and you're on a public server, chances are somebody may have already taken it, so you may have to server hop this location a couple times. Okay. Another great weapon that gives you that flaming effect is the chainsaw, okay? There's some great spots where we can find chainsaws just naturally here in the game. Let's go up here to the District Ranger office. We'll go up here really quick. This guy, leave us alone here. He's trying his best, isn't he? Sure is. So I do have older videos I made back in early 2023. They're very short videos. I show you some great locations where you can get yourself a free chainsaw, okay? And this is just one of these locations, all right? So we may have to take care of a couple of scorch here. We'll leave him alone. I'll just take care of this cat here. Right, there's our gain XP there. Alright, so here's the chainsaw. Here's usually up here. Here's the chainsaw. Let's go ahead and take that bad boy. Now we're going to get a flamer mod for it. Now I've seen people sell these mods for like 1,000 caps each. Totally ridiculous, okay? Let's go here to Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. And I've seen people sell a chainsaw you can get for free with the flaming mod that will cost you like 50 caps for like thousands and thousands of caps. It's totally bizarre. That's without any legendary effects on it. It's quite something. All right, so we have to go to the main building. We're going to try our best just to kind of sneak in without having to go into combat here, just so it'll make it a little bit faster. We're going to fly through here like this. And again, we're going to go to the main building right up here, okay? So let's take a can of coffee here. Here we go. We're going to try to land on that that porch. Oh my god, I don't think we're going to make it, Jim. Come on, baby. Oh, we made it. Good stuff. We're in caution. So the main thing is sometimes these robots won't talk to you if you're in caution or you're in danger. So we're going to try to sneak down here. They're causing too much suspicion. There we go. So we're still hidden, so that's good. We're going to talk to VendorBot Resin here. VendorBot Resin will sell those mods for fairly cheap. Let's go ahead and talk to him here. Let's go down here to mods.
Just a little further.
So chainsaw flame, look at that, 56 caps. And if you use a hard bargain perk card and Great Mint, it has to be even cheaper. All right. So flamer, longbow bar, done just like that. Cheap, very cheap. Let's head back to our camp here real quick. And I'm just going to show you how to put it all together and what is required. And this was probably going to take up most of the video, but I like to kind of show people to do this while we're doing it. Sometimes just a little bit easier that way instead of making a separate video. I do have a separate video, just a little older kind of thing, but I essentially do the exact same thing in that video. All right, let's go ahead here. Put this weapon away. We go to our weapons workbench here. All right, let's go ahead and modify/repair. We're going to take our chainsaw here. We're going to slide it over. And again, we can put our longbow bar on, which we got now. The main thing is you will require Makeshift Warrior rank 4, okay? And I don't know if I have... Oh, I do have it equipped. Okay, good stuff. And then the mod down here, Flamer mod again, Makeshift Warrior rank 4. All right, just like that. And there's our flaming chainsaw, just like that. And you can utilize this for that particular daily challenge, okay? Just to show you how that's all done. And again, it took us no time at all. It only cost us, maybe like, a little over 100 caps. Not, thousands and thousands of caps. All right, let's see what's next here, Jim. And again, all you have to do is just go after a couple enemies. And that way, and again, actually, while we're on the topic, you can also use Molotovs. So we craft Molotovs here at a Tinker's Workbench. You go craft. This might as well just show you this at the same time. So we go under grenades, Molotov cocktails, there we go. 1 adhesive, 1 cloth, 2 glass, and 2 oil. I find cultists and blood eagles will have Molotov cocktails on them. More so cultists and communists. All right, so there you go. There should be no problem. And then you can go after any enemy at all on the map. And basically everything is inclusive for enemies. Okay, even the animals down through Flatwoods. All right, let's take a look here. Consume an alcoholic beverage while on a team 5. Okay, so a couple different things. We can find alcoholic beverages all throughout the wasteland. I usually find sometimes over here Teller County Fairgrounds a pretty decent spot. The kill box is pretty decent as well, like downstairs on the main level inside like a little dining room area. It's a pretty good spot there. One of the guaranteed spots is up here at the Wayward. There's 3 downstairs and 3 upstairs. This is a 100% guaranteed spot here. You can buy them from the robot vendors down at the mall. You can use the north entrance. You can use the front door entrance. Nothing wrong with that. Just an additional learning fee to get out of the mall. But I usually find like all the robots will sell maybe 1 or 2 alcoholic beverages down there. But I find the Raider vendor will sell the most. Okay. Now, if you have a camp resource we have available to us, it is called the Brewing Vat. This is also considered, even though it says fermentable, if we drink these, this will also satisfy that challenge as well. Now, I have not seen this in the Atomic Shop rotation. It was only available like a couple seasons ago, so I'm saying, you know, maybe they will put it in the rotation, but as of right now, it's not. But if you're a returning player, you may have this available to you. Let's grab the fermentable versions there. There we go. And the main thing we have to remember is we have to be on a team. We can be on a team by ourselves. We cannot be on a team with other people. We're just going to go on a team by ourselves here. Create a new team. We're going to go casual. Okay, so as you can see, we're on a team by ourselves. Let's go ahead and we're going to drink our fermentable alcoholic beverages here. Of course, the fermentable version basically does give us a lot of rats, but that's fine because I'm a ghoul. And as you can see it counting there. If you don't see it counting, the thing that could be wrong is that you're not on a team, either by yourself or with somebody else. And actually, what we're talking about, you can actually craft your own alcoholic beverages as well, but you will need a brewing station. If you don't have a brewing station or fermenter, you can get them by completing the side quest called Wasted on Nukashine. I do have a video on that here on the channel. I did it just last year with a member, Mr. Prince, and it's all timestamped. It's a little bit of a glitchy side quest, but at the very end, you will get the brewing station and the fermenter. You'll learn them automatically. What I mean by that is most plants we get in the game, we actually have to go to our Pip-Boy and learn them. These two, you learn automatically. You don't have to do that, so FYI there. Okay. Let's see what's next here, Jim. Eat a plant-based meal, 10. Good stuff. So even if you're a carnivore like myself, you don't have to waste a reroll. You can go ahead and do this daily challenge, no problem at all. All right? So if you have crops in your camp, such as corn and razor grain, then that's awesome. It's just one last step you have to do. We can find some crops here in the game in many great spots. Aaronhold Homestead, Cobbleton Farm, Silva Homestead, Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor at that red barn under the overpass. Right over here out behind the General Steakhouse. There's a lot of unmarked farms along this little roadway here. So there's some great spots there. Let's go to Silva Homestead here and grab some corn. Now, if you're a brand spanking new player to the game, again, I always like to kind of mention this. As soon as you pick up corn, you automatically learn corn soup. If you pick up razor grain, you automatically learn razor grain soup and razor grain flour. So this is something that everyone should be able to do. Just a matter of getting to these locations. And again, when you're harvesting flora, there's a perk card that'll help you out under perception. Green thumb, we tried so much when harvesting flora. Doesn't matter what mutation you are, it just saves you a whole whack of time. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to grab some corn here, and as you can see, 2 are being added, not 1, and that is the Green Thumb perk card. And again, if you have this stuff in your camp, then that's even better. Again, just saves you a whole whack of time. There's none down there, Jim. Let's go over here. Here we go. How many do we need here? Let's check. 10. Get more than enough. Let's head back to our camp here, and we'll cook these babies up. You can go to anywhere where there's a cooking station. Down through Flatwoods, there's a couple. Right by the tavern, another player's camp. Train stations usually have cooking stations as well. Right, and this is the most important part. Let's go ahead and craft these meals. Again, we just picked up some corn, so we're going to be crafting some corn soup. Let's craft 10 of them. There we go. There's our corn soup. Gain some XP at the same time. And again, just to show you under stats and effects that I am a carnivore mutation. Just like that. Let's go ahead and eat our corn soup. Just going to give me some rads, but I'm okay with that because I'm a ghoul. Done. Just like that. Eat a plant-based meal. And last but not least, let's go ahead and finish up this gain XP, 2,500. Let's go around and kill some enemies here. Let's go after some of these guys here at West Tech. Some of these super mutants. Let's check the weeklies here first. Is there anything there with a super mutant there? Nope, it's fine. Okay, good. Let's go ahead here. These guys are usually a little bit higher level. So we'll take care of these guys. Brother Bear! Gain XP 2,500 for 2,500. Just like that. There's his brains there. That was easy, eh? That was really easy. As I said, a little bit higher level guys. Get more bang for your buck for this particular challenge. Just like that. Oh yeah. Yeah, now they're all in hiding now. Let's see what this guy's got. Let's grab some caps. Look at that, we got a fusion core. Wow, amazing. Okay. And I think we're done. That easy. Right on, Jim. Whatever, buds. Let's head back to our camp, and we'll take a look at the weapon of the day here. I was totally expecting, so we have a new seasonal event coming up here soon. It's called the Big Bloom. It's down in Susan's cabin. I did do a video of it there just last week. Now, where's it here? Right here. And again, it's actually supposed to start today for 2 weeks, but it won't start until like, I think it's like May the 6th or something like that. So I think they delayed it a week just because I think we have these Appalachian Outlaw special event kind of going on. So just an FYI. All right, let's take a look at weapon of the day here, Jimmy boy. This is Aristocrat's Mind Focused Gatlin Laser, up to plus 50% damage based on the caps you have. Currently plus 50%. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 3 agility. It's Aristocrat's Explosive Agility. Severe Beta Wave Tuner, Aligned Charging Barrels. Reflex Sight Dot, Beam Focuser, Mind Paint. 84 electrical damage, 25 fire damage, 107 fire damage for 3 seconds. It takes fusion cores. It's automatic. Very good weapon. Very happy with this bad boy. Absolutely love it. It's a good time. The only thing is that if you're not careful, you will kill yourself very easily, because that fire effect will kind of transfer onto you. Yeah. Let's take a look at the perk cards here, Jimmy boy. Under strength, of course, it is a heavy weapon. So we have Master Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner, all maxed out. Sturdy frame. Lock and load, baby. Concentrated fire. Grenadier. Bullet shield's a good one. Fireproof's a good one as well. That's a must-have for a weapon like this. Covert Operative, Evasive White Knight, Adrenaline. These are random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. Legendary cards, these don't change for me. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Good stuff. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share me at the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMe, that's me, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.